What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. It's Friday. It's not
There we
Saturday
go.
yet. It's Friday. Happy Saturday. We are going to play some Dungeons and Dragons, D&D 5e, Jungles of Chult, Homebrew, and we got some players over here, right there. Those guys over there. That's them. Probably need my camera on to point, don't I? Camera. Ah, see now I can point. They're over there. The only one not here yet is Ingorgio, who's playing Clar, but he'll be here soon. He's driving as fast as he can from work. Maybe in a half hour or so. After the rest of the party dies, he can come in and pick them clean and take off. Yeah, yeah. So who remembers what happened last week? Anybody?
We were on a bridge.
On a bridge. Yeah, you're on Ataz Muhahaha.
We triggered the monster on the bridge.
So yeah, you guys are up here, up on top of this bridge. Except for Claw, who's down here. He got teleported. And here's the map that you guys are on. And I added to the map for extended pleasure. Hey, Sven, thanks for the resub for 2 months. Thank you, sir. John, are you talking? Good, because we didn't need to hear from you.
I was just listening.
My bad. I thought I saw him talking, but
He
I
might
didn't
have
hear
been,
him.
talking to his family.
Sorry.
All right, so the last we left off, I think the way it went was you guys figured out that if you cross past the halfway mark on the bridge, without tracing the path on the maze all the way to the bridge, that the stone golem awakens and starts smashing your face in. And that's where we left off in the current of face smashing. And I don't know, did you take your turn and we ended, or did we start a new round?
Nope.
I think.
We started the new round.
And you ended up getting initiative first. Nice,
Mm-hmm.
nice. Well, we're gonna skip over character introductions at the moment because those are the players, and those are the characters, and this is D&D. So we're gonna see if we can kill some characters or something. I try to kill the characters. They try not to die. So Juku, what's he doing? He's beat up. He's not feeling well. Like something's keeping him from getting hit points back.
He's hurting. So he is going to yell loudly at his companions and tell them to fly, you idiots. Ubtao will not be gentle.
Like Gandalf?
Kind of, yes.
Fly, you fools.
Except in turtley
When he
voice.
sticks his head up so his neck stretches out when he yells, he's like, "Fly, you fools!" He puckers his lips
And
up. He's a turtle.
he's going to come back a little bit more.
Like all the artwork I did on that map.
Beautiful.
I just turned it.
2-minute tabletop map.
I don't know whose map it is. I think it's
It's written in the corner. You got to turn your head to the side, top left corner.
Is it? It's map assets by. Oh, it is 2-minute tabletop.
They make good maps. Okay.
They do.
This is the dated map, though.
By this monster here.
Yeah. You think one good hit will probably make you page pee your pants really bad, and the second one will probably kill her. So.
Okay, I'll just come back with a bard. I'm going to.
I think she's already been hit by it. You get 10 points of damage from something.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna do. Sorry, I wasn't ready. Oh, shit. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna use my action to disengage then.
And make a beeline.
Yeah. I mean, I can't even dash if I'm disengaging, but whatever.
Hey, 30 feet away from it is better than next to it.
It's just gonna
Can you
log up to me
Misty
and
Step
smack
or
me.
bonus action
I
teleport
don't
or
have
anything?
Misty Step.
Bummer.
Warwick. Ooh, Warwick's not doing well at all. Is he at least raging? Yeah, he is at
Yes, I
least
was raging.
raging.
Uh,
He's he's one round into the rage. He's just getting fired up right now. He's like, roar!
he's going to. I'm going to disengage and put myself between this creature and Paige.
Some Henley's like, oh, got a rope and you didn't have a rope tied around your waist or something. You were gonna go jump over the ravine or the crack or something.
I looked at it, but I don't think my wobbly little knees can jump over that ravine. I don't really think I've got the oomph to make it.
An
I'm
11th
wondering.
strength. Yeah.
Nah,
There's no pluses to that jump. It's just a jump.
no. It's just a jump, and it's a long way down. But let's see. What was I gonna do? Oh yes. I do have a rope. I don't think I have it anchored to anything, or did I? Was somebody
Juku
holding
was
the
the
other end of the rope?
anchor. Juku was the anchor, and he dropped the rope and took off running.
I thought the rope was tied around my waist and I'm just dragging him behind me.
No, I think you were just
Thump, thump,
holding
thump,
it at
thump,
the
thump.
moment. You hadn't done anything with it.
I'm gonna run over to there and tie it to the statue this round.
Quick question: if you take your standard action, you still have your movement action, don't you?
Well, I had to move 30 feet to get there, and then tying it on, I
So,
believe, would be a standard action.
Yeah.
but couldn't Paige and I then use our movement action to move another 30 feet?
You both disengaged is using your action.
Yeah,
Right, that's your
disengage
standard
doesn't.
action,
Yeah, but that doesn't
and
give
then
you
it's your move.
movement.
You still have a move action.
Yeah, the disengage doesn't give you movement. It just allows you to use your move action without provoking attack of opportunity.
That's
Well
how I
said.
understand.
Well
Yeah,
said.
it in and of itself doesn't get you any. But I'm gonna tie my rope there and then pass my turn.
Now, I will allow you to tie your rope and then take the last 5 feet of your movement to jump, if you wish.
I don't want to do that. I have a different plan.
Or you could at least climb to the edge, like in
No,
the unrepel position, because you
that's
have
not
5 feet
part.
of movement. I'm just giving you that. Oh, so it's the stone
That's not
goblin's
part of the
turn.
plan. Yes, it is.
Well, let's see whose plan
Don't
his
notice me.
is.
Don't notice me. Don't notice
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, the roll is not in your favor. Oh,
Even
not
though
that
I
die.
traced the path,
Oh, did you trace the path?
I did.
Who? Well,
Him and
needless to
Juku both did.
say, yeah, I think if anyone passes the middle mark, he just starts smashing people. It doesn't matter. Once he's alive, he smashes. Hulk smash, because I'm alive. So he is going to move up to Warwick, and what does he got? Oh, multi attack, 2 slam attacks. Yeah, yep. He's going to do one of them. The first one, at least. Let's see what happens. That's a hit. Ouch. 9 points of damage. Work's got 5 hit points left.
Hang in
Can't
there,
be
work.
healed.
I have a plan.
All right, I was going as slow as I could for the second attack. And he missed. Nice. So, like, a little, like, he turns around and kind of looks back at Smedley a little bit. And, Warwick sees on the back of the stone golem, like, a little compartment door, like a little square door. And when he turns around, he sees a little square door kind of like pop open a little bit, like, psh, and he sees these little slender fingers reach out and kind of out of the hatch, and a monkey with a bowler hat on opens this little hatch and looks at Work in the face and kind of smiles. Doesn't have any pants on, and he squats down on this little trap door. He takes a big old double dookie in one hand. I mean, like ice cream cone, soft serve, with a couple of almonds on top, and flings it as hard as he can and hits Paige smack in the face, blowing her hair back, knocking her tiara off. I'm just guessing you have a tiara on. I don't know. Well, suddenly a tiara freaking gets stuck in your hair.
Is it magical?
As you've been attacked by Clyde, the Poosling and Monkey, and since somebody bought you 2 hits, Caesar, got both hits, you get a random magical item in the poop.
Oh, snap!
I just made that shit up, but it seems appropriate.
I like it. I'll take it. Thanks, Caesar and Drake.
So it is a tiara of, let's see what it is. Where's the stupid chart? There it is. I'm going to roll for it.
Cleaning.
It is a tiara of immovable rod.
Wow.
Cool. I like it.
An immovable tiara.
It looks like a tiara, and then you can fold it, and it turns into an immovable rod. It like collapses
Nice.
down into an immovable rod.
Perfect.
And let me throw that in the party sheet for you. Party sheet.
She's like huffing
inventory.
and puffing, and she like wipes all the poo off of her.
Oh, there's a bag of holding in the party sheet. I do believe that belongs to the party, but I think Clar has it. Remember, it was kind of torn and needed repairs.
Yeah.
Here, I'll do it that way. We'll leave it in there until Gorgio gets back so we can put it on a sheet, since he wants to carry it. That's it. Claw is going to attempt to climb back up. And let's see. Where's his strength at? Oh, he might have athletics. Maybe. Skills. Does not. Oh, he does. Nice. A +1. Climbing. Ah, so he climbs up. So he got little tiny feet. Is that how he walks? Like, oh no, his movement's at 30. So he climbs up 15. So he's up another. Oh, he can dash. So he's up another 60. Alt. All right, that's Claw. Azaka, she like comes. She's like on the lower branches of this tree, and she sees Juku doing the old turtle run. Oh, it's gotta look kind of funny. And she like looks towards the bridge, and she says, "Stirring up trouble again, are you?" And she's gonna hop down and kind of watch what's going on. She's ready. If something moves towards her, she's gonna move away. If that thing moves towards her, she's gonna move away. That's what she's gonna do. Top of the round, the lucky Warwick.
Alright, so I'm going to hold my action until page moves, and then I will disengage.
What's a disengage gonna do for you?
May as well dodge
Yeah, that'd be a
or
better
something.
move.
All right, so the wiry ghost is still with me, interposing between Paige and the golem, and I'll take the dodge action.
Smedley.
All right. I want to tie a loop in the end of my rope,
Tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. What?
and then what I want to do is throw the rope over the golem and let the loop fall around his feet so I can pull it tight so that I have the rope around his feet. Will that take more than one action? Tying the knot and then throwing the rope?
You want to lasso his feet by
Yep.
dropping it down underneath him.
And then, and then next round I'm going to push that statue that's tied to the other end of the rope off the bridge.
The monkey one
The-
here.
Yeah, because last round I tied a rope to that statue. Now I want to lasso him with the other end of the rope.
Well, let's. I think you gotta roll to hit, right? I mean, you gotta at
Yes,
least
I
do
figure.
that.
I figure. Yeah, there's a roll to hit. I just need to know how I have to do it.
Well, you're not proficient in rope. Are you proficient in whip?
I believe as a
Did you?
ranger I have on martial weapons.
So do you use a whip? Have you used a whip? Does your character own a
I
whip?
do not. I am
Is
a
he into
crossbow.
whipping? Is he into whipping?
You have the cowboy
He
background.
is, but it's usually somebody else with the whip.
I'm trying to give you a proficiency bonus to this attack. Give me an excuse to say
I'm
you
sure
can
he
use.
has used one in the past. He's probably used ropes before.
Why? Is he a cowboy? Does he lasso shit?
No, maybe he doesn't. But I'll go ahead and take the penalty for not being proficient. I'm
All right, just
panicking. The thing's not going to kill me, but it's going
yeah,
to crush my friends if I don't do something.
it is. You don't think it's going to attack you though? Is that correct?
I don't think it's going to attack me. No,
Okay.
I might find out the hard way that I'm
just
dead wrong. But
I'm
right
preparing
now
you for the thought process.
Yeah, I'm very aware that this could change its mind.
All right, there's no negatives to this attack roll other than you can't use your proficiency bonus. So give it some loopity. Oh, you wanted to move up a little. Now, I don't think you actually need to move if you don't want to.
Okay, yeah, no, I wouldn't move.
I think you should save your move for the runaway, as after you
So
get him and
just
push the thing, you can run the other way just in case.
so just straight up D20 plus dexterity bonus.
Yep. Nice. That's a hit.
Nice.
All right, I've
All
got
right,
the
give
loop
me
around his
a
feet.
Dex acrobatics or sleight of hand to see how.
They're both the same.
Yeah. So let's see how well this. So your knot wasn't like a spectacular knot because you were in a hurry. So we'll see what happens here when you pull this. Oh, and then you're just gonna.
Yeah. Yeah, if I can do it this round, I will. I was expecting the shoving the statue off to be another action next round.
Yeah, I think it should be an action.
Yeah, so I just
These
want to loop
statues
them
are
this round.
pretty big. these are pretty big statues. I think the DC when you do that, it's going to be about a 12
All right, but
on
figure I
athletics, just
got
to
him,
get an
Luke.
idea.
That's I'm happy with that.
All right, so Clark's gonna. He can't really fail his climb to fall, so I'm just gonna keep moving him up. I mean, technically he could have no progress, but that's boring. 90 feet. 90. The font's a little hard to read at long distances.
I can't see it now. The elevation.
The on Clar?
Oh, when I held down Alt and did it over it, all of a sudden it appeared. Like the thing didn't appear for a second.
Oh. It's a little fat, the font. Clar does his thing, the stone golem. Ew. Does it even know it's got a lasso around its legs? I think it has a slim chance. I'm gonna roll this. I don't know, for some
If
reason.
it's standing there, it might not know at all.
Yeah, it's swinging at Warwick again. This could be it. Disadvantage? Still hits. Squish.
Oh,
So as he starts to drop, his
I forgot about that.
blood boils inside him for a moment, and he, with a snarl, shakes his head. Now, how do you play this? Is he dropped prone, or is he still standing?
No, I don't, I usually just think he kind of like goes down maybe to a knee at the most, and then kind of gets back up. He's not prone. That's the way I always do them. The zombies and stuff.
Okay.
And
half
he's like,
orc for the
the
win.
stone golem's like, oh, let me pound you with the other fist, and swings down with a second slam. Why does he still have disadvantage?
I'm still dodging.
Oh yeah, you dodge for the whole round. Well, then this isn't going to be pretty. As you see this stone golem just kind of stomp down onto Warwick, and you hear his head pop like a cantaloupe.
So as he drops, you see, sort of stepping out from around him, the other two ghosts that you've seen before. This huge, strong orc with a great club, and this orc with a shield and an axe. And they step together with this human that had been helping him. As you see Warwick rise up with his great axe in his hand, and the four of them sort of fade away.
Like Empire Strikes Back kind of deal. You strike me down, I'll become more powerful. You know, that whole scene there. Are their clothes still there? Get all your stuff is still
No,
there, right?
yeah, Warwick stuff is still there. Yeah,
In his body?
yeah. It's
His
just
body's
his
there. It's just spirit. Okay.
ancestors. Just joined his
Spirit.
ancestors. That's all.
And
Did you give up the
and,
ghost for good?
and is there any last like final short blurb that Warwick wants to scream as his life gets taken from him at such a young age?
No, he is satisfied. He gave his life protecting his party and fighting in battle and is now joining his ancestors.
He's not dead yet.
Yes, he is.
No.
He can't be
dying.
healed. He's cursed.
He's
Oh,
He's
cursed.
cursed. He
I
can't be healed.
forgot about that.
What the fuck did I just
That's
miss?
why I said his head just caved
Yeah,
like a cantaloupe.
he had the zombie rot. We forgot
I
about that.
forgot all
Mummy
about
rot,
that.
yeah.
Oh my
Juku's
God.
cursed too.
I even said it earlier. Juku's not looking too well since he can't be healed.
Nope.
Azaka's like,
Well, fuck.
oh, I didn't really like him anyways. No, she doesn't say that. She doesn't say that. Sven, you're more than welcome to start rolling up a new character if you want to do so. I don't see at this point how you're going to get saved immediately, so at least you'll have a backup plan that works if they get your body to somewhere. Now, there is no death curse, so it is possible he could be brought back from death with the proper spells, but he looks kind of heavy. I don't know. I'm just saying.
We're low-level scrubs. That kind of stuff is beyond our reach.
Plus, this was a gimme character that he just took over, so he may want to come up with something on his own. Paige,
I can see his
you got
evil grin already.
you got half-orc juice on your boots.
Yes. And Paige was very fond of Warwick, so she's really upset. So
She's like,
when sorry, go ahead.
she says, no.
Yeah. So last week when we were playing, I had already cast Dragon's Breath on myself. So
Nice.
I'm just going to use another use of it while I still have it up. And I think I had selected lightning, but I don't remember for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty positive it's lightning too.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna breathe on the thing. It's only gonna hit him. So let me do that.
He doesn't like it, but why has he got
He'll take
advantage?
half damage. I don't know, does he have like magic resistance or something?
Oh yeah, they're golems.
As
Yeah,
a
that's true.
golem, probably.
Yeah. 6 points. That's not bad. You're getting
Yeah,
there.
getting there.
Getting there.
And then since I'm not directly next to him, I'm just gonna keep moving away.
So I have a question for you DMs. If I got a 10-foot reach and she leaves that threatened square, I can smack her, right?
Oh fuck! Does he
Oh
have
Yep.
yeah.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
didn't know he had
Oh yeah.
I'm just clarifying.
Now I know. Yes. Yeah.
He doesn't
'Cause-
though. I'm just letting you know.
Oh. Try to pull my leg.
He doesn't have a 10-foot reach. I knew he is a big creature though. He could have. He could have. Juku.
All right, Juku is actually going to move up to there. And then as a bonus action, I know this isn't going to work, but as a bonus action, he is going to cast Spare the Dying on Warwick. And because I am my cleric domain, I can cast it as a bonus action and at a range 30 feet. So I'm going to stabilize Warwick. And I'm going to stay here in case the Stone Golem keeps coming after Paige.
I promise I'm trying to run away now.
Juku, give me a percentile roll. Wow. You needed to be within 10 up or down of me. And it would have worked.
Oh well.
He would have stabilized him.
I tried. I had to do it.
You can tell that it didn't work after you tried it.
I had to try.
Zaka's going to move a little further with her bow out. She says, Run, you fools! I don't know. She doesn't have any words of wisdom. She's a guide. She's like, I'm gonna guide you guys. So the stone golem bends over as his action and picks up work and chucks him off of the bridge, and then moves over to Smedley and punches him in the face. So
Oh no.
I don't know what your plan was, but here it's getting foiled right here.
Well, I was already trapped between him and the end of the bridge.
And
Oh no.
I'm gonna put him in that square, and then he hits you right in the face, busts your nose open, and does 12 points of damage, and you succeed on your concentration, I'm assuming, for Hunter's Mark.
Yes, I believe so.
Clara, you've been climbing. You're at 90 feet off the ground.
And how far is the ground? Oh, or how far
You
up
got
is it?
another, it's 140 to the top, so you got another,
Okay,
50
so
feet.
he's gonna climb.
So you'll be at 120. One scroll to, oops.
120.
I was scrolling it up when you passed a turn, and then Smedley flew up 5 feet because it's his turn.
All right. I'm gonna move directly in front of that statue, and I'm going to expend my inspiration to try to shove it off the bridge.
All right, the DC's at
Yes.
12. You can roll that with the advantage and right in chat so everyone can see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's do it. Come on, Smedley. All right. The
Oh,
DC's
it
at
didn't roll with
12.
advantage. It didn't roll with advantage. Let me roll the second roll.
Was it? That is less impressive. More dramatic though that you get to break up the rolls. Nice. He's like, and somebody goes, "You can do it," and he's like, "Ah," and he pushes it off.
Veins sticking out on my forehead.
Um,
I have no idea what it's gonna do. I was just panicking. If it
well,
punches me again, I'm dead.
the first thing it's gonna do is might make him fall prone. I mean, that's the least it's gonna probably happen.
I'd be happy with that.
But if I remember right, these things have a something advantage against being shoved. Not really a shove though. All right, so the rope goes taunt, and this thing gets tripped. So it is prone, and Smedley, you're like, you turn back and you see this thing get, its legs get like taunt together, and then he kind of leans and kind of falls to the side, puts his hand out. It's not like a jerk, really fast fall. It's more of a, ooh, I lost my balance kind of fall. And he like puts his hand on the pedestal and kind of just goes sideways. He doesn't like fall really hard. But as this happens, everything kind of fades away black, and you feel the rope let loose. That was kind of taut near you because the rope is tight now, and the thing went off, and it was like right next to you. And you are teleported randomly by Smedley, cheater in the chat. uh, yeah.
No, I didn't teleport. Oh,
By Manicure.
Yeah.
Matakuri
Yeah.
teleported me.
Yeah.
Matakiri cheater in the chat tried to teleport him out of harm's way.
Bought him a healing potion.
And let's see how far you go.
I figure at
Oh.
least for Clar, it put him safely on the bottom and he can
Well, he
climb
gets
up.
teleported right there. 2 squares.
No.
2 squares.
One square away. Sorry, I only rolled a 1 for the distance.
Remind me to buy another rope when we get back to town. I'm not getting that one back.
And that was your action, Smedley.
And you got a potion of greater heal in the chat as well
Oh,
from another cheater in the chat.
Potion of greater
I'm,
heal
I'm a
from
cheater in the
remedies.
chat.
Cheater in
is
the chat.
greater is 66?
No, 4d6.
Do I? Oh,
44?
44.
44
I mean, yeah,
plus.
44 plus 4. Wait, let me look on my potion bottle right here. See, it's got them all right there on there.
Oh, I have it
44.
as well.
That's cool.
They're all D4s. I won this on a stream. It was Campfire Quest. Campfire Quest. Got a little label on it. I had to tape the label on a little more that came unstuck.
All right. I have 25 feet of movement left. Time to get out of Dodge. Kind of limping, clutching my ribs, other arm kind of dangling at a funny angle.
And
that turned out exactly as I hoped it would.
Yes.
I am going to do a thing. Can't read the distance. 65.
Why is Warwick still over here?
Because it doesn't delete PC tokens from the map when you delete them from the combat tracker. Only
What
NPC.
doesn't?
If you
Unity?
remove a token from the combat tracker, a player token, it does not remove them from the map.
What kind of crap is that?
Yeah, there was a conversation about it on the forums with Moon Wizard.
Is that
recently.
intentional?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm
it's
kind of
intentional.
okay with it maybe because now his dead body's down there and he's not in the combat tracker, so I'm not offended by it. It's just new.
Okay,
It's just new. It's not new. It's
I'm
just
gonna
new to me.
use
It's my
my last first level spell slot. Sorry, I didn't mean to keep cutting you off.
No, it's your turn. You're supposed to cut me off. I'll yammer on.
And then with my last first level spell slot, I'm gonna cast magic missiles at the thing, the monster. You want 3 separate rolls for each missile? I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Please.
Okay. And then I'm gonna move. What are we doing, you guys? Are we leaving or like? Okay. Then I'm gonna go 30 feet west, California way.
California sucks.
And then that will be it for me.
Juku.
All right. Juku C. Smedley is well on his way. So he's going to come back and join Paige.
Turtle run.
The big turtle tank run. Lumber.
Well, the
I'm
stone
surprised they
golem
didn't.
is gonna
They
get
didn't
He has
up
to stand up.
and he takes a step in the and the rope just breaks as 15. That's his move. And he can finish his action to get right up to Smedley. He's like, you see him raising his hands up, and he's going to come down and smash him in the top of the head. So Azaka stops, and she looks at Paige, and she says, "We're drawing it out here, I suppose." And she shoots a bow at the stone golem. And misses. She's going to move back a little, like over here by this tree. Smedley.
Yeep. Disengage.
Little dust bunnies curl up around you as you take off running.
making that Scooby scramble, that bongo sound.
Clar?
He's gonna finish climbing up. So what? Another 20 feet? Or 30 feet?
You can climb 30, so 140. So yeah, you get. We'll say you get like up here.
All right, and then we'll see Paige and the turtle and Smedley and shrug his shoulders and use the dash to run up to them.
No, you had to use your dash to get
Oh,
there.
action to climb up. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, unless you're second story work or something. I don't think you are, do you? You're not a thief, are you? No, you're
No.
what is your?
What the hell am I? I forget. A soul knife
Oh
person.
yeah, that's soul monger, soul searcher, soul something. Paige.
Okay, I'll use my last second level spell slot, and I'm done. After this, I've got nothing. And I'm gonna upcast magic missile because it's the only thing I have that will reach. So I think if I upcast, it's just one extra bolt. Yeah, just one. This is the right amount. 1, 2, 3. I swear I pressed it.
There it went. It was just delayed.
Okay, and then I'll move. Keep going, and then I'm done.
Juku.
All right. He's just at range. I'm gonna try and distract him from Smedley and Sacred Flame him. Which he failed.
Well, there you go, Clar.
Yay! He'll move up there. And seeing Juku do this thing, Clara is also going to start throwing a couple of his blades at him.
Oh, that's a hit.
And as a bonus action, do it again.
Ooh, nice. Just a standard crit.
For 7. Oh, for no damage! Yay!
Neither of them.
Oh God. Okay.
Psychic.
Yeah, and that's it.
Hazaka is following suit with everyone and is going to take a shot. The bow. And fumble. Paige.
Okay, I was not ready. I don't have any more spell slots, so I can't really do anything because I'm too far for cantrips. I don't really know like what what's our plan here. I guess I would just ask Juku like, what do you want me to do?
Get away. I'm just trying to block so that Smedley can get by, and but I fully expect this thing to come off after us. I'm hoping it stays near the bridge and doesn't come too far off the bridge, but
Okay.
I think it's
Then
time
I'll
to run.
I will move here. And then I'll take the dodge action. Just in case.
All right. Well, the stone column Stone Golem, column. He is going to move over to Smedley, and he's going to try to shove you off this cliff. Yeah, it says if the Golem has an opportunity in combat, it pushes enemies. So
I would do the same.
The old shove is a strength. I rolled an 11 there, Smedley. So I do
Against
believe you
my
can either
Can I
athletics.
use my inspiration to give him advantage?
Yes, and you can either use your athletics or your acrobatics, I do believe, for
I'll
a shove.
take my acrobatics at advantage. Yes.
Nice. You didn't need it.
Nice.
And I do believe that the shove action is a full action, so he doesn't get multi-attack. So that's all you can do. Juku.
All right, I am going to Sacred Flame him again, which he fails again.
He likes it.
Surprising.
He likes it.
He certainly does. And then I'll back up another 30 feet, yelling at Smedley to run.
Smedley.
Run, Smedley, run! Like Forrest Gump.
That is precisely what I'm going to do.
Yeah, when you glance down as he kind of
Take your
tried
op
to...
attack.
Oh, shit.
Either I'm going to survive it or I'm not.
I'm going to use my op attack to try to push. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm slamming you. Plus 10 to hit. That's a hit. Dropping the damage. 3d8. And Smedley gets squished.
No. He
So
didn't have
Smedley
mummy
makes
rot,
it
though.
to there. And he goes. Smedley gets pinned down to the ground, and you can see blood cough out. He's like, oh, I'm not cursed, so I'm still alive. As he closes his eyes.
Run! Run!
And that was his op attack.
That
Yeah.
was my turn.
Paige.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so conflicted. But I still have 5 rounds of Dragon's Breath. I want to go use them. We can't just leave Smedley. I want to have a conversation with Juku. This is the fucking problem. Oh my god. I don't know what I want to do. I mean, I know what I want to do.
What would Paige
Shit.
do is the question.
Paige really liked Smedley. We had talks about books and stuff, so I mean, I think I would go back for Smedley. Paige
Would
go back for
risk her
Smedley.
life to save Smedley.
We were
Yeah.
nerd bros.
Yeah, we were nerd bros. Yeah, so I'm gonna dash back. Sorry, as I pass by Jugu, I'll be like, I'm sorry, but I have to save my friend.
I'm just gonna shake my head.
So I'm gonna dash here. I guess that's as far
He
as
says,
I get.
as you run by, he goes, and party chat has heal potions still. Shakes his head.
It's fine. It's fine. I want to finish off my Dragon's Breath, so that's my goal. I still can't quite reach him, and that was my action to dash, so that's it for me.
Well, Azaka, she's fumbling around because she fumbled last time with her bow, but she's gonna continue peppering this thing with arrows that aren't gonna do any damage to it. She doesn't know that yet, really, because she hasn't hit it. Now she's like, oh. Juku.
Juku is going to use his last first level spell slot and bonus action healing word on good old Smedley. And because Smedley is dead, he receives the maximum amount of heal because of my Circle of Mortality feature.
Somebody bought him Smedley a Spencer bought
And
one.
it
9
does
points
appear he
back.
was purchased
And
another
I bought
potion of
one.
greater healing.
I bought one for Paige as well. Cheater in the chat.
Nice. Use
And
them up.
then
Use them
for
up.
my action, I am going to Sacred Flame the thing again. It didn't.
Some chat love. 12 points for Paige and 18 for Dammit. Smedley's like, I'm a new again.
I have a lot of points, Paige. I wanted to make sure you were fully healed.
I appreciate that. Yeah, 'cause I've been about to go breathe on this thing for a few more rounds.
Smedley's turn.
Suddenly, I find myself prone.
Suddenly, you find yourself prone, and this thing's like not even kind of looking at you. He's looking at Paige. He's like standing up. You see him starting to lean that direction, and he's raising his arms up again, like.
Except I don't have any more spell slots for shield. Whoops.
That's what I'm worried about.
It's fine. I'll come back as a bard. You guys will love it.
I'll come back as a bard, you guys. We were talking about an extension today for bards too. Just
Ooh, nice.
get some
If
bard
we all
symbols
die,
out
we
of
could all come back as bards and be a band.
Ooh, yes. A little troop
Uh,
of bards.
if you guys all come back as bards to be a band, I'm gonna play and somebody else is gonna DM because that ain't gonna happen. Sorry, I can't take a band for a bard. Can't do it. I can't do it. What are you doing, Smedley? You're laying on the ground. You're prone.
It's going to take 15 feet of my movement to stand up.
Uh-oh. So he's like, "Arr," and he looks down at you as you stand up.
And I'll use my action to disengage and the remaining 15 feet of my movement to step away from it.
Like backpedal, kind of. Easy, big
Yeah,
guy.
I'm not
Easy, big
taking
guy.
my eyes off of him.
So you see him kind of huff and starts to turn and starts walking back up the bridge. Clar.
Caller is just gonna come up to Paige and yeah. Oh god, now I can't move this fucking.
Trying to see how close I need to get.
Because he regards Paige as like the only person he really knows out here because she was the nicest to him, and that's it.
Clar. Top of the round. When you try not to do something, you have to do it twice in a row.
So he's gonna look at Paige and say, "What do?"
Kill it.
What do?
And I point at the stone golem.
Okay. And he's not the smartest person or kinker in the world, so he's just gonna throw some plates at it.
He's got a
Metacritic is
10.
so mad at me.
He's got a 10. That's not horrible. So the golem stops.
Juku might be. Natikure's not mad at you.
He
Juku,
stops in
sorry.
his tracks, and then he starts to turn around as something plings off of him. He's like, he
Yeah,
looks back. You know, he kind of looks at the. He doesn't turn completely around. He kind of hesitates as he looks at these things that are bouncing. It doesn't even come close to bouncing off of him.
Oh, but they disappear though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's like, he kind of glances like he's noticed them, but he's still kind of stepping away though. He doesn't stop.
All right, and he's just gonna shrug his shoulders.
Azaka's like, my arrows are of no use on it. They just bounce off. She runs over to this side of the tree. She's like, the path is clear if we're going to flee. And the stone golem gets back to the center and starts stepping up on the pedestal.
Oh,
Smedley.
maybe we can get away now. Just kidding, Clar. Don't go fight it.
All right, before we go anywhere, remember this. Juku and I traced the path, and it didn't attack us. If we all trace the path, we should be able to move past it safely. Let's find out. Actually, change my move and set a foot on the bridge and see what it does.
Yeah, it turns and looks at you like.
But it doesn't come off the pedestal.
No,
Not
well,
yet.
it's not his turn, but his indication is he is definitely not turning back into the statue again.
Okay. Well, I'm going to step onto the bridge for this round, and we'll see what happens.
Juku.
Okay, hear me out. Didn't we have to cross the bridge to get where we needed to go?
I thought this was where we were going.
This is where you were
This
going.
monument is what we were going to, not crossing the bridge.
No, this
The bridge itself was
supposedly
the
had a
monument of
cure.
Juku, or monument of Uktao.
Okay.
Yes. We came here to cure Warwick and Juku of their funk.
Roger.
Warwick isn't cursed anymore.
Yeah, Warwick's cured. Sorry.
You finally hear a thud as his body hits the ravine floor. It's only been
4
like
rounds
12
later.
seconds. Juku, you moving up?
Yeah. Yelling at Smedley again to get off the damn bridge.
Paige.
Okay. Since I'm right here next to Clar, I'll rescind what I said to go fight the monster, and I'll say, Clar, never mind. We're gonna go that way, and I'll point where we're going, and then I'll say like, come with me, and then I'll start going west.
Fine.
Oh, you know what? I'll just dash. And then that'll be it.
Clar.
Caller. Well, also dash as Ralph is trying to climb on me.
Ralphie!
Juku.
All right, Juku is going to step 10 feet forward, Sacred Flame the thing, and then step 20 feet backward.
Does he do the hokey pokey?
Yes. And he
good.
turns himself around.
Azaka is going to move a little bit forward. Smedley.
I'm going to already in action. If it starts coming towards me, I'm going to move away.
Yeah, I'll just keep going west. Whoops.
All right, the stone
where did that take
golem
me?
does dash towards you. And you can move away as it's moving towards you. Smedley.
All right, I had a rated action, so I'm gonna move. See it
And
coming? Nope.
as
Nope.
you
Nope. Nope.
step off the bridge, it kind of slows down and, stops short as you're moving away from it. And as you get off the bridge, you see it stop and turns around and starts walking back towards the center of the bridge. Clar.
He's going to be following Paige.
Smedley.
All right. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do at this point.
Come to us.
Yep, I'll just dash. Wait up! Every
Juku.
once in a while,
And
looking back at that statue.
Juku is hauling ass as well.
All right, so no one engages it in range from off the bridge, and no one is on the bridge. So,
Hey, we win. Sort of.
yay, you, I don't know, got a bag of holding that's
Didn't
broken?
TPK.
Get rid of work? I don't know.
That was the whole point.
You got
of
one
this
person
entire-
cured of the curse, anyways.
So you don't have to
Yeah,
split the experience with Warwick.
Yeah, that's
level
true.
up.
That's true. Level up. Let me take him out of the party sheet just in case. Yeah, well, no, I'm going to leave him in the party sheet because you guys can look at all of his equipment until you leave it down there. Right?
Yeah, but wouldn't we have to go to where his body is to get his equipment?
Yeah, but I meant the players can look at the inventory and see all the loot that their character's missing that's on Warwick's body. That's like metagaming 101, but it's okay.
Fine.
It's okay.
You would know the main thing you're missing is his bag of holding. Nothing
have
else of
another
real
one.
interest besides a couple potions of healing. Because you guys have seen him use it.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
So what are you guys gonna do? What time was it? Does anyone recall? I know it was during the day, but I think it was like later in the afternoon, like three or four, if I remember correctly.
Paige is utterly exhausted and would like to go to sleep soon.
The
Well, if the
monkeys
thing's gonna,
would probably keep you awake here. You remember we got all the
Yeah,
monkeys
yeah.
here.
I mean, maybe we
if
could
if the
travel.
statue's gonna kind of rest itself, the golem's gonna rest itself. Juku would want to climb down and give Warwick last rites. He'll go down by himself. The others don't need to come down, but he would.
How are you gonna get down there?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I mean, we can rope you down. I don't know if rope. I only have 50 feet of rope. I don't know if that's enough to get you to the bottom.
No, it's like 100-something feet.
140. From the side, it's like 150. This is to scale.
Because I've
No,
got
it's not.
50.
No, it's not.
Oh wait, hang
Yep.
on.
But if you figure the bridge is 120 feet across, then it's about 120 feet down.
Let me
Yeah, that
look in
sounds good.
this book. This
I
spell
said
book
140,
really quick.
but it's close enough.
Paige just pulls out a book and is like flipping through the pages of it real quick. I have some spell books on my person.
Oh, and
Okay,
that's
no,
kind of
this
cool.
one's not
Remember, in
useful.
my games, you could tear out a page out of a spellbook and use it for a scroll.
Yeah, unfortunately, that spell book has nothing we need in this scenario. I do have an immovable rod. Okay, so we can stick it in the ground, right? It can't be moved at all. We can tie
You
some
can
ropes to it.
stick it in the air. and
Ooh,
make
awesome.
it, wherever you place it and click the button, it stays there.
So he
Also that.
holds it,
Tie
pushes
the
the
rope to that.
button, falls 9 feet, pushes the button again, stops, and keeps doing that 12 times.
Unfortunately, you can fall 500 feet in 6 seconds, so you can only activate it once in 6 seconds. So there's the math
True,
for
yeah,
you.
that action. It doesn't require attunement, so Juku, if you want to use it as part of your scaling down, I can just loan it to you. It is
Yeah,
a really
definitely.
pretty tiara though, so
That's all
yeah.
right. I'll wear a pretty tiara.
Okay, so
And
I'll
his bald
loan it
head.
to Juku.
You don't need to.
It's in the
You
party
don't.
sheet.
Yeah,
Oh
just
well,
keep it on
fuck.
yourself. We know what it does. Just hold
Yeah,
on to it.
that's good.
So Juku, give me an athletics check. Let's. What is your? Do you have an athletics bonus? What is your?
I have +4, but I'm not proficient in athletics. I'm
You
just
have a +4
strong.
strength. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see. With the rod, yeah, I don't think you're even gonna have any problems. I don't even gonna have you roll. It just takes some time for you to climb down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Juku kind of climbs down. He uses the rod and a rope as a as a safety in case he slips. He's got the rod, and then he after he anchors the rope, he'll undo the rod and climb back down, and then anchor. So he takes his time getting down. It takes him about I don't know, about 20 minutes to get all the way down, nice and safe and easy. He does his ritual, and then while you're down there, Juku, you can see that this river is actually flowing um, towards the north.
Towards the north.
That direction.
Yeah.
Because it's coming out of the mountain behind you.
Right. That's towards the beachhead, towards the ocean,
Yep,
if I remember right.
yep. And let me give you this map for you guys to peruse.
Can
So,
Paige take
so you
Warwick's
guys
unarmed
are,
strike and do more damage?
I wish.
you guys are where the green pin is at.
Right. And we're
I
kind
see a
of
bunch of green pins.
Well, the next to the party token.
Oh, right. I should probably zoom in.
I can't point to because there's a grid on the
I
map,
see
and it
it.
goes to the center of every square. So
I see.
if you hold down control, you can move that party token.
yeah, that
Or I
requires
can.
2 hands. That requires 2 hands.
Out of character
There.
though, like what was our goal after this? What were we going to do? Because I don't remember. Do we
I don't
have
think.
like maps?
I think you guys had
We didn't have one.
100% zero plan.
We were
You went to
exploring.
Firefinger. You got the mask. Azaka said that she's now your guide, and you guys, well, what's around here? And she says, well, I know there's a bridge with a statue to some Ooptao writing. So you guys, oh, let's go check that out. And while you were traveling there, you came across a ziggurat, and got two of you got cursed. And then you're like, oh, well, it's like a week back to civilization, and every 24 hours, the cursed people have to roll 3d6 and lose that many hit points.
Okay. So while Juku's down there doing his thing, I'm gonna ask Azaka if she knows of any other places around here that we could explore, anything that might be worth looking into or looting. But I don't want to say looting because that sounds bad, but I'm sure she catches my drift. We're looking for stuff.
archaeological stuff, maybe. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, does Azaka know that Juku is gonna die in a couple days?
Does Azaka know?
I would tell her if possible.
Well, I mean, you guys had like all day to
Yeah, I'm sure
realize
we
that
Yeah.
you're
would have told
cursed.
her.
I mean, and
Yeah.
so she's like, well, should not the priority be to see if we can find some place to get him uncursed first?
Check. I understand that. But sometimes if we find places, like tombs, things like that, sometimes they have really powerful magical things in them. Perhaps we could use an artifact of some kind to
She
also heal Juku.
she kind of grins a little, and she says, well, you can't be much closer to the ruins of the city of Mezro, which used to rule over Chult.
See, now you're speaking my language.
She says, there's also the Grungs nearby. So she says that the Grungs live just north of the. Hold on, let me get the good map, not your crappy map with nothing on it.
And caller will say that when they say grung.
She says, at the north end of the river Tekir, which is the river that you guys traveled against, or yeah, to get out here, the Tirki River. She says the north end of it is where the Grungs lived. They have a city named Dungrunglung. It's where their queen lives. If there was any
Okay.
healing the Grungs would have would be within that compound. That is several. 1, 2, 3, 4. She says, at a fast pace, we might be able to make that within 3 days. 2.5
3 days?
days. She says,
I don't think he's gonna make it.
she says, even further, that has a higher chance to have something that we could use to save him is the city of Kursabal. She points to this hill down here with the green pen on it. And you guys have a letter that is in reference to Kursabal. It says released from Firefinger a male Aarakocra named Nephir. He hails from Kursabal and was ambushed by the Terrafolk while on patrol. This is the guy you freed from Firefinger, the Aarakocra, and he gave you guys a letter. I'm assuming that Paige would have used comprehend languages on it and deciphered it.
Yeah.
After
I think I did. I don't remember. Oh no, it was in the other tomb that I used comprehend languages.
yeah, but it's still doable. You guys
Okay.
had this letter since Firefinger, so after the characters set him free, he is grateful, and before departing, he gives you this letter that urges the characters to visit Curse of All and petition Ashera to perform a dance of the seven winds. This dance, he says, is part of a magical ritual that grants non-flying creatures the ability to fly. And with that knowledge out loud, if you guys mention it, Clar perks up and starts flapping his arms.
And we'll go
Says,
caca.
Kaka, Kersabal, Kaka. Yeah,
I'm sure
I would
we'll.
say he's at least heard of it, right? You know.
Yeah, I would assume so.
I'm sure we'll
But
make it that way.
Zaka tells you that that is even further away. But she does tell you that the ruined city of Mezro is in the mouth of the Catcher's Inlet at the base of the river. So it is here.
And how many days away is that as compared to the Grung location?
At a fast pace, you could be there by noon tomorrow if you travel all night. If you don't, then you could be there by maybe dark tomorrow
That's not even a guarantee
if you
that
get a long rest.
There are no
something there
guarantees.
will. Yeah, I know. Shit, I don't know. I will wait for Juku to come back and I guess talk to him and
Yeah,
Yeah,
Zaka.
Juku will.
Yeah, we'll assume Juku's back too during this
Yeah.
at least part of the conversation. Azaka says, the city of Mezro has been long abandoned, many years. My great grandfather, I remember him talking of the ancient ruins of Mezro. Not sure how long it's been in destruction and ruins, but I've never been there, but I've looked upon it from the cliffs nearby.
And
You
you're
can
sure it's abandoned?
see the undead swarming about.
I want to go
That's not
there.
abandoned.
Well,
I really do.
abandoned by the Chultans, anyways.
We just have more pressing matters before we can go explore some ancient lost civilization city. We have to fix Juku first.
We do.
She says it is not unlikely that the mercenaries, the flaming fists, are not about in Mezro looting it for its last grains of treasure.
The less we have to do with the flaming fist, the better.
She says, do you have what the hell was the stupid thing called? The table lagging. You know, the identity button gets me every time when I want to click on inventory. It says, did you purchase a charter of exploration?
Yes.
Yes, I have one.
Ah, then the flaming fists will not pound you into the dirt.
But they're not likely to help either.
Indeed, unless, of course, you have something they want. She looks at your
Got this
fat
great
pouches.
axe.
She looks at your fat pouches. Don't many of you have like hundreds of gold?
Don't be looking at my fat pouches now.
Says, I don't bring gold in the jungle. There's nothing to buy. But in this case, it would have been a smart idea. Shall we travel to Mezro and see if there's anyone held up there?
Sure.
Wait. I'm gonna ask Juku. Paige has like a dead serious face. Okay. Can your god fix you?
This is a shrine of Ubtao. That statue that attacked us, was it an image of Ubtao?
It was a representative of Ubtao, yes. Definitely. Before it
Have
turned
you
into a
tried
stone
praying?
golem.
I'll pray with you if that helps.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to perform any ritual, but
I mean,
No,
Ubtao
I
is not a
mean,
gentle god. Ubtao is
the
not a forgiving god.
the
Ubtao is a
reason
primordial.
the reason we came here was on the hope that we might find a cure
right. And
for
I
you.
understand that. But I mean, Juku, have you tried just praying and asking your god to fix you?
I have not.
Let's do that. I like get down in like a little prayer position.
Wait.
And then
Are
like
you
look back
guys
at
going
him.
back onto the bridge?
No. No, I just do it right here in the grass. I'm already like down in prayer position and like looking up, waiting for him to join me.
Squish.
Well, come on, let's pray.
All right.
Okay, so we pray to Ubtao, asking Ubtao to fix Juku.
So you follow along on Juku's prayer to Ubtao,
Yeah.
uh,
It's
and
like repeat after me. Whatever he says, I say.
yeah. Well, you kind of get in on the delay of what he's saying, just
Mhm.
behind him.
So
Oh,
I'm chanting, and I've got this image of a maze that I'm
and
tracing through as I
and
pray.
he finishes up a short prayer, and you guys both feel like you just were standing on your knees in the jungle, and you just did about 5 minutes of prayers. So
Oh, it was worth a shot.
Juku does feel a little bit better. He thinks his soul might have a direction.
My soul.
Your soul, yeah. When you die, you think
Right.
it's in good order. You think you got your spot reserved in Ubtao
Head
heaven,
towards Ubtao.
Ubtao heaven, wherever that is at. Were you talking to us, Jingo?
No.
Okay, I saw you talking.
Yeah, we just heard an
Uh,
explosion outside. I was talking to my wife about it.
was it transformer blown?
I don't know. It was loud. No, if it was a transformer, I would have gone offline.
Probably. So what's the plan? The magical prayer on way far away from the statue of Ubtao was unsuccessful.
You're gonna
Well, I
tempt
won't
it?
survive the trip to either the Grungs or that Kier Sabal. Um, I've
Well,
got a whopping how many left? 24 hit points, and it's 3d6 per day.
Juku, what do you want to do for the last few days of your life? The only thing we can do is try to make you happy.
We can make you comfortable.
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah,
know
I
it's
mean,
morbid to say that, but what else can we do? We tried. We tried everything we could think of, and now
You
we're
can
unkind.
try approaching Ubtao alone out there on the bridge and see what happens.
Me?
No,
no,
I
me.
am oh.
Juku.
Yeah,
You guys don't
not
hear.
while the statue's active.
But didn't you do the maze? So wouldn't it ignore you?
It did
It
not
didn't
It did.
ignore him.
ignore.
It
Did
didn't
not
ignore
ignore him.
Once
me
he
after.
activates it,
Yeah, once he activates, he smashes everything on the bridge until everyone leaves the bridge, and then if you engage it off the bridge, it will chase you until you quit engaging it, and then it goes back to the bridge. And it turns into the statue of Ubtao. So when you guys look back over there, it is the statue of Ubtao again.
Should we go pray over there?
yeah, I can go
Now
try
that it has
retrace
turned
the
back
bridge.
into a statue, step onto the bridge and see if it turns back. If not, we could probably all trace the maze.
Well, the only time the maze needs to be traced is if you decide to go past the halfway point on the bridge.
Then you could just go in front of
Right?
the
You can walk up to
statue.
the statue without tracing the maze. But if you go beyond the statue, that's when he animates and attacks. Unless you trace the maze, then you can cross the bridge.
I'm gonna
But
watch from
everybody
afar.
has to do it. Everybody has to do it. So Juku, do you want to go take some time and pray and stuff?
Yeah, I'll try.
How
I'll
much
try
how
and
much time are you wanting to devote to this? It's like, let's call it 4 in the evening. Do you want to spend a couple of hours here doing that, or just a quick little short?
yeah, I'll let them have a a rest, and I'll just. I mean, we can have a long rest right here,
All right, so
and
No, you guys can get a short rest for sure. So I'm going to push you guys a short rest.
Okay.
And one of these buttons does it, right? And Juku, while you're next to the statue of Ooptao, you can regain hit die.
Ooh,
Or
I'll
use
be
hit die, sorry.
using
You can use hit
Arcade
die.
Recovery.
all right.
For
Well, I will
2
definitely
first level spell
use
slots.
some then. Nice.
Oh, he can heal from hit dice healing?
While I'm
Yeah,
near the statue.
while he's next to the statue, you can get a hit die back.
All right. Well, with that, I could probably survive to Cure Sabal or whatever. That's how far is that?
How far was that one?
All the way down to the green pen down here. So as the crow
More.
flies, or the Aarakocra,
Oh, you said it was a few days.
5, 10, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 direct grid squares, and that's 50 miles. Each square represents a standard movement through the jungle, which is 10 miles. You can go faster than that at a cost of, poor perception and stuff like that. And move 15 miles a day, so 1.5 squares if you do a fast pace. If you do a cautious pace at only 5 miles a day, then you gain perception and even stealth. So
So
10 miles. So that it would take you at least 5 days to get down there at a normal pace.
the grungs are 3 days away.
And the grungs may be hostile.
True.
Clawler is all about going to Curse Ball with the Aarakocra. Because pick off.
But 5 days, Juku's not sure he can make it.
Five days will
don't.
likely kill me. At average damage, that'll kill me a day before we arrive.
Yeah, that's not counting a encounter or anything.
And
Yeah.
Juku does not think he can carry the statue with him.
Well, what if we hit Mezro and then came back, and I can potentially recover hit points
Now,
if we don't find anything at Mezro?
keep in mind that traveling in canoes is 2 grids a day.
How many canoes though?
I know.
So it's like useless to us.
And flying in an airship
Have you,
is 4 hexes a day.
Yeah.
have you studied
And
the summon canoe
teleporting
spell?
is instantaneous. So just
Oh my god, I'm
notifying you of modes of transportation in Chult.
jaded.
Azaka does say occasionally boats and canoes are left stashed in the woods for use by travelers. It's not
Let's see if we can find some.
it's not odd to use someone else's gear. What is left in the jungle belongs to Ooptao.
Right. So does Juku's praying at the statue to be curse cleansed did not cleanse the curse for him?
It cleansed enough to allow him to use hit die.
Juku, pray harder.
Come on,
I'm praying as hard as I
get that
can.
vein to pop out when you're praying. Come on. All right,
I'm
let's
out of
take a
ideas.
10-minute break and get some refreshments and go pee-pee. And when we come back for the next hour and a half, I think you guys, I think your only hope is to go check out the 12-hour hike down to Mezro.
Let's
That's what
do
I'm
it.
thinking.
You know, and maybe find some canoes on the banks of the rivers as you go. Azaka says, I think if we stay on the west side of the river, we can approach Mezro easier on land than unless we had boats. If we find boats, it's easier to explore Mezro since it's a flooded city.
I'm
And with,
fine in the water. Turtley swim.
yeah, Zaka's like, she doesn't seem too keen on the water, but she understands that sometimes speed is a need.
Paige is deathly afraid of water. But let's do this anyways.
So I'm going to start a timer for, let's do 21:43. And I'm going to puts the slideshow on and get some pretzel going. So we'll be back in 10 minutes. Go get a drink and a snack, and then come back and hang out for the next hour and a half. There might be some more combat. There might be. I do like my combat. So come check us out. We'll be back.
And Drake, can you hold on 2 seconds? I'm going to send you.
All right, we're back. We're gonna do
Bless
some
you.
more D&D. So you guys moved down, a little further down, and eventually, this direction, and eventually you guys get down level with the river, or right next to the river, right? And you guys are gonna travel for an hour or two, and then decide it's gonna be too dark, that you guys should set up a camp, at least get a quick rest in to recover spells and so forth. So you guys set up a little camp, a quick camp. Maybe one or two of you throw up a tent, but it's a nice evening. You're next to the river. There's a good breeze blowing down next to the river, so you're not too concerned about bugs tonight. You did get enough rain earlier when you were setting up the tent in your rain catchers to replenish all your water supplies, because drinking out of any water sources in the jungle could be dangerous. All kinds of parasites and throat leeches and stuff that could. Um, but let's roll to see if you guys have a random encounter for the next tonight and the next day. Step out of my way. Don't need to roll d12s. I need to roll d20s. And so you don't, but I do need 2 rolls from you guys. And the first one is a survival check, not a group survival, but a standard survival check. Azaka's survival is, she's not trained in survival, so it would be her wisdom. So she's got a +1.
I have a 4.
Yeah, so Juku says, screw you, I have a 7, and here it is.
I'm dead.
So, no, the survival roll was just to see if you guys got lost.
I'm
And
lost.
Juku's like, no, another way. It's Juko no way. It's this way. Yeah, old man talk.
I can smell the undead from here.
But I do need everyone, and I will push it to you, because I want to, and I have the power with the roll for initiative. So I want to push you guys a perception check.
Are we sleeping anywhere along the way?
Yeah, I'm gonna do all that. Let's see.
Okay. I was just curious.
Whoa, what was that? Somebody do that?
Do what?
Oh,
What happened?
Oh, I got an alert from Engorgio. Bought something on the stream. Nice.
About the coffee mug.
And now the alert I never heard it before. It was hallelujah.
Oh, nice.
I can't figure out how to get them to play on the stream though. I mean, unless I want to play my desktop sounds to the stream, I don't want to do that. So how do you get your sounds to play on the stream, Engorgio? Or Jingo?
I just use
Streamlabs.
desktop sounds.
What is it? Slobs, and then the alerts, and you can custom the alerts.
Everything.
Yeah, no, I did all
Desktop
that, but how do
sound.
you get them to play the sound on the
Oh.
stream?
My stream
Oh.
hears everything all my computer sounds.
Yeah, see, I don't want that. That's my problem.
So I have to mute myself and deafen myself in Discord so that my players can't be heard, like during breaks and at the intro.
You gotta set up one through voice meter and then run it through there.
I have the voice meter set up, but with all of the little fiddly bits I have for my overlay, I'm pushing my poor old computer to near max, and it just can't push another app.
You think I could just make that application go to the stream somehow
With a
don't-
Yeah.
voice bot.
with voice
Because,
meter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll have to check that out. Oh, John,
Oh, it's
he'll
not
be
hard to
helping
do.
me. He'll be helping me. So I push you guys a long rest. You did manage to stay on course, and you didn't get lost, but you did not find any boots. No boots. That was the perception check to see if you can find any boots. But you do about close to evening, 3 o'clock. You guys kind of hustled, knowing that time is valuable right now. So you took as short of a long rest as you could, and then you hustled to try to make it to Mezro to keep as many hit points. So Juku needs to roll his curse for the day.
That was 3d6, right? If I remember right.
Yeah, let's take a
Mhm.
let's take a peek and double check so we don't screw it up. What the hell is that?
Please roll ones.
Mummy
I'll
rot,
try.
some crap.
I'll roll them for you. I get a lot of
Yeah, it's
ones.
just on the mummy.
Mummy. Rotting fist. Yeah, every 24 hours has elapsed. It's just a 3d6. Yep.
Oh no, that's not a
13.
low roll.
That's not roll low at all, but fortunately he had some hit dice, so you can see his shells getting all cracked and dry, and his face is sagging a little
Chapstick.
as the curse is starting to take its toll again on him. And you guys come into sight of Mezro. So Mezro is an ancient city that was ruled by the Bare, and they were given their powers and immortality from Uptau. But when Uptau abandoned Chult, they they remain, but many of them have long died for different reasons. And I think a couple of your characters would know that the individual that you've already, I don't know what the jungle banging is. Ooh, there's a bug. There's a bug. I don't know what the banging is, so I'm going to turn that one off because it's annoying. I'll just turn that one on. You know that Mezro Rosnissi was a Bare, and Rosnissi is also the immortal Bare that is responsible for all of the undead in Chult. He had the power to bring the dead back to undeath, and he summoned massive armies and actually attacked uh, Mezro with his undead army, and Mezro is why it is now because of the undead. But the undead now are aimlessly wandering around the jungles because even Rosnissi currently doesn't have the power to control them. And as you guys approach Mezro, I'm going to give you a map. It's a cool map.
Oh, nice.
All right, so
Fancy.
the river is back off this direction, off the map. The banks of the river have broken down and flooded down this plains, and most of the city is underwater. Uh, you know the like completely. The buildings are still sticking up and stuff, but it's all been overgrown and jungle has taken over it. And you guys are approaching from this direction. Uh, and you can tell from you guys are each one of these squares is 100 feet, so you guys can see that you're 700 feet or so away from the city, and you can see a wall, uh, a very tall wall that surrounds the city. As far as you can see in both directions, there's a wall close to the city. But you can see that there's some kind of, because your guys are on a little bit higher plane as you approach this. You can see these canals that feed into the city and into the center. Were probably roads at one time. You know, decades or centuries ago. So what are your thoughts?
Let's look around for boats again.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start? This is a big city.
Down by the. We're gonna go right down here by the water's edge, by these trees over here. And I don't know, unless somebody's got a better suggestions, let's search along the edge until we reach the edge of the city. See if we can
And there's
find boats.
this entrance we could see, check out as well. Are there cracks in the wall, holes in the wall, or is it still looks pretty solid?
Well, you were 700 feet away, so you have to get a little closer. Yeah, when you get a little closer, a couple of you guys get down on the river bank and start looking around. Um, who's um, you
I
see
will give guidance to whoever is searching
you
for their
see
role.
there aren't any tracks or anything on the bank that look like anyone's come and gone or anything anytime recently. But when you're down on the bank and looking, you do spot a boat, like uh, a rowboat. It's like tied up right out here next to this tower. See it? It's kind of just the front end's tied off and it's kind of swinging around a little bit. Look, it's floating though.
It's way over there.
Well, you didn't say you wanted. What did you want it packaged up in a little box for you that you could just push a button and instant boat or something?
I thought they could maybe helicopter one in for me.
Freaking Chinook.
Amazon delivers same day, right?
We're in the Amazon, practically.
Pretty close,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty close.
I want to show off my map skills though, right? So I have it set so because this wasn't the map that came with a module since it's a homebrew. Southwest trees. Check this out. Huh? Huh?
Nice.
So I can do that to all four corners, and then I have
That's
like
pretty slick.
certain areas that I've kind of did a little bit that I can just turn on and off too. So yeah, so then like the northeast section, I can just turn off the trees up there. Pretty cool.
Yeah. If we can't get a boat, we can try and scale the walls.
Yeah, I was giving you
Yeah.
guys the look there. So you guys move a little bit closer and check out the walls. The walls are they're still in pretty good shape. What seems to be holding most of the walls together from totally collapsing and crumbling are like vegetation and vines and stuff like that. So you think climbing up these walls it would not be that difficult, given that the vegetation doesn't try to eat you. But you would think that the difficulty, just hand over fist climbing vines and stuff, would probably be like a DC 10. So nothing dramatic. If you guys use climbing gear and stuff, you could actually not even have a climb check.
Can I use nature check to make sure that we don't climb up the part that's covered with poison ivy or Venus mantraps or some sort of horrible creeping death?
I will let you roll that in the open, so if it fails, we can see why everybody has poison oak. We can just fail it. Apply a poison oak to everybody. How's that? It's not a failure. It's not a failure. You got to fail by 5 or more to get poison oak. So Smedley finds a spot. And he says, "This looks free of." No, he talks. This looks free of any vegetation that may be hazardous to our health.
Thorns, especially thorns.
I don't think I got his
Thorns
accent
are
just
pesky.
right, but
Hell, I don't even have his accent.
but he's kind of pompous a little.
Yeah, let's scale up and take a look inside the city.
All right, so you guys climb up on the edge of the wall, and the wall is not like a wall that's designed for just a single wall. It's a two-tiered wall, and there's a lower section, and it's a good 40 feet wide. This wall is, so you can actually travel across the top of it, but it's so overgrown with vegetation and stuff that you would have to hack your way, to travel. But you can cross over the two and get up and look into the city. And when you guys kind of get to the other side and start looking in the city, you can see down below that the the city's kind of sunken in the muck, and it's all swampy down there. And there's a lot of in the low spots it's full of water and stuff. There's vines, and the canopy is grown up so high over the top. The whole place is there's a little bit of daylight that shines through. There's tons of vegetation and just ruins of things all over. So as a general idea, this is kind of how it kind of looks when you guys look into the city. It's overgrown. There's some buildings that still are standing. There's water, wet areas, and stuff like that. But on top of the dense and unforeboding jungle, you see miscellaneous undead milling about. It's littered with undead. So if you guys are going to climb down, you're going to have to pick and carefully choose your path to avoid undead, or maybe just start killing them. However you guys want to do that. But
Well, I'm thinking, can we walk along the top of the wall and get down a little bit closer to that canoe?
Your movement on top of the wall, unless you have something that allows you to bypass all this vegetation, would be at a quarter, because you got to hack your way through the vines and vegetation to move. But it is doable, but it would be at a quarter, not a half, but a quarter. Unless you got pass without trace or something. What is it? What can allows you to move through the vegetation?
Hold on, I'm reading it up here. Let's see. Difficult terrain doesn't slow my group's travel in my favorite terrain, and we're in my favorite terrain, unless you consider the city, in which case we are not in my favorite terrain.
You're not trying to move through the city rubble. You're trying to move through the vegetation. So I would consider it jungle.
Yeah. So I should be able to. All right, that's a travel movement. That has nothing to do with tactical movement. We're still slow.
No, that's correct. That
movement.
you're not really tactical. You would be travel.
Yeah,
So
we're traveling.
what
but
is it?
we
Pass
travel.
without trace?
No, it's sorry.
Oh, it's one of your features.
It's
Yeah.
it's a feature. It's Natural Explorer.
And that's all the time, right?
That's all the time.
All right, so Smedley's like, he pulls out some, they're the hedge clippers, but the ones with the little
The
sharp hook
shears, the
thing on
pruning shears.
the big shears. So he pulls some of these and unfolds them out of his backpack, and he says, "Not to worry, I can chop all these vines down, and we can move through this place normally." If he's okay with that.
Absolutely. Let's move along the wall. Kind of pick away. What's that one? Move away from that one. Over here.
So what do you guys got? 1,000 feet or something to travel? 1,500? Get you guys over to here somewhere?
Quarter
Can
mile,
you
half mile.
re-share the map?
That one?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Half mile. 20 minutes at a regular pace. Something like that. Sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
So you guys get over to what looks like was a big guard tower at one time. The roof has collapsed down, and the wall leads right up to the old wooden roof, but it's all been collapsed down and inside of the big tower itself. And you can see down into the structure. There's an old set of wooden staircase that used to run around the perimeter of the tower that has collapsed. And then down on the bottom is moisture and in the dim light you can see a couple of glowy eyes down in the water, in the dim light down there, and one of them goes, "Brop, brop."
What was that?
Sacred flame.
Says, "Brop, brop." Anybody recognize that sound?
It's the Budweiser frogs.
That's a gator. That's an alligator. Brop, brop.
Clawler will mimic roll, roll.
He imitates it.
Thought you were saying Rob.
And after you guys focus and let your eyes adjust and stuff and get a look down in there, they're about 60 to 70 feet. These two gators, and they're like 8 to 10 footers. They're decent size. But they're way down there that they can't harm you currently.
But
But
if we fall in,
yeah, if you fall in, then you could become lunch. And you think you can kind of balance your way around the rim of the tower to get to the far side and take a look. But I don't know how you're gonna get over here to where the boat's at.
is that like a vine or a rope bridge? What is that?
Well, you can't really see it from where you're at. It's pretty thick. You'd have to get all the way around to this side of the. Here
Let's
somewhere.
let me try that. I want to get around to that side of the tower and see
But
what that is.
kind of balancing around the edge here could be dangerous because it's crumbly. The walls are old, and it's littered with old boards and stuff that used to hold the roof up, and that's kind of what you're skirting around on. So those that are not so dexterous may not want to attempt it, or that's up to you guys. I don't
I
actually
don't
have
know.
a map of the
Ideas?
tower to show you, but it's about the wall that you would be balancing on is about 15 inches wide, so it's crumbly, and you kind of got to make your way slow and as to not fall in or out of the, out would land you outside into the out here, and inside would be where those two alligators are going. Look, Fred, some lunch might have showed up early.
Can we get close enough that we can just like sacred flame them until they leave
You
out of the water? But it's,
you could blast them and kill them and make all kinds of racket and all that stuff, but you don't have to.
I'd rather not kill them unless we have to.
That's
Yeah.
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying. You're
they're not
a
supernatural monsters.
draw
They
attention.
just
right. They're just and you're
they're just
they're
creatures. This is
creatures
their
of
habitat.
Ooptao. They're not harming anything. Now, if you fell in the
Yeah.
water or you absolutely needed to go that way, I can understand but just blasting them just because they're looking at you may be kind of not
No,
too juku-y.
if we had a place to store it, I might shoot one to take its hide. Because well,
And food, the
I
gator
am a
tail's not
hunter,
bad.
yes, and
Gator
I
tail's not
would eat
bad.
gator, absolutely.
We used to have a place here right across the street from me called RJ Gators, and they had pretty good gator tail.
Yeah, my mom took me to a barbecue place out in Florida, and it served gator tail. It was all right.
It's like chewy lobster. Chewy lobster. That's what it reminds me of. Chewy, swampy tasting lobster. But it's like one of those things. I had gator. It's you can eat it. It's not nasty or nothing. So is somebody gonna like try to shimmy around to the other side and take a look down the river, or what's your thoughts?
I'll give that a try. I don't have a rope anymore. It's back there on that bridge,
You could
tied
have gotten
around
your
the feet of that
your
stone
rope.
golem.
You could have gotten your rope. Juku was up there praying for an hour. You could have gotten your
Oh,
rope. So
okay.
it is 40 feet now though, because he broke it.
Yeah. So I don't have a long enough rope. Yeah, I'll
I've got 100 feet of rope. You can have some of mine. I got mine in Warwick's.
all right. Yeah, I will take that chance. I'm gonna skirt around far enough to see if I can see down that main road.
All right, give me an acrobatics check. All right, I need to hold on 1 second. So
Sometime.
when Smedley kind of he pretty dexterously kind of shimmies around out of sight of you guys, right around the edge of this building and this whole roof that's collapsed in. He kind of and you can hear him kind of shimming and he's kind of whistling a little bit. He's not trying to be too quiet. And you hear a voice above the clamor of Smedley. He's like, "Oi, what are you doing over there?" And it sounds like it's coming from across the way, Smedley. You
The
kind of
other
got you're
tower?
kind of like holding on, and yeah, you think it's in that direction, the other tower. You're like holding on, it's behind you, so you're like, and you like turn around and look, and you see an armored individual up on the top of this. This roof isn't collapsed on this one, and actually, now that you look like it looks like it might have been, you know, repaired slightly and reinforced. And out of the top, you see, the top of a guy. He's standing up, and uh, he's got a chain shirt on, and you can see that he's got a crossbow, and he's kind of got it leaning up on the top up there, but he's not like aiming it. He's just got it up there. And hey, Gorgio, thank you for the 100 biddies. And suddenly you hear and Gorgio disappears and reappears.
Engorgio disappears?
No,
Because he
yeah,
bought it for Engorgio, not for
yeah.
Claude.
And Gorgio, turn your camera off. Turn your camera off. There you go. So and if he had used that in combat, since we're not on a battle map, you would have teleported 11 o'clock, 1 square. So just
Oh, not bad.
square. Yeah, I only rolled a 1 again. However, this voice behind Smedley again says, "Oi, I'm talking to you over there climbing about and making all that ruckus. What say you?"
I say I'm busy. I'll be with you in a moment. This is
Don't
not
make
as easy as it looks.
Well, don't make me have to load my crossbow now, will you? State your business.
My business is not falling off of this wall at the moment. And don't threaten me with your crossbow. You won't win in a crossbow fight. And you have a heavy crossbow strapped on my back.
He says, I must warn you, I am a member of the Flaming Fist mercenary group. This is our ruins.
Pansy.
Don't we have permission from the Flaming Fist to
Yes,
Yeah,
go
we have a
exploring?
charter.
we're all chartered, so please I mean this from the heart of my bottom when I tell you to bugger off now and let me be about my business.
He's like trying to keep his balance. he says, Oi, you a charter, you say, the group of you? Where's the rest of you then? I only see you. Is there more of you about? I don't want to accidentally shoot them too.
Well, of course there's more of us about. There'll be about a dozen or so back down that way, and I'll point actually
A dozen?
I'll point in that direction.
Of course.
He
Yeah,
kind of he
I
kind
have no
of
reason not to lie to him.
he kind of stands up and he looks in that direction. He's like, I knew something was going on over there. There's been some sounds at night and some funny smells occasionally in that direction, wafting on the breeze. What say your friends are cooking meat or something at night? I
Or
smell
something.
I smell cooked ham often.
Yeah, I imagine it's a lot like ham. Now, if you'll excuse me, I
Yeah, I
have
mean, you
business
guys
to
are
be
like
about.
200 feet apart, So, I mean, it's not like
So
you're
we're
having
like
a
yelling
chappy
across
You're
back
conversation.
and
yelling
forth
back
at
and
each other.
forth.
Yeah. And he's like up in his little, his little stand and stuff. He's like, I don't know where you're going, chap, but you might fall in. It is a good 50 to 60 feet down to the water from where you're at.
Yes, I'm aware that I might fall in, and I'm making every effort not to do that. Please go away and stop bothering me.
He's like, I'm on duty here. I can't leave my post. I'll be demoted. It's you that should go away.
I'm trying.
I mean, you gotten around to the other side. Where you want to go from there, I don't know.
All right. If I can.
When you get to the other side, you can see up the river now, and there's some kind of sign. You think? You can't read it,
That was a
but
boat.
you think it's a sign, like sticking up out of the water, and there's a sign on it.
It's a flaming fist sign. It might catch fire in the middle of the night.
You know it is. You know it
I do. Like bugger the flaming fist. I do not like them. Okay. So safe to say that boat that was on the water down there is probably theirs then. Um,
Yeah, and every now and then you can hear him talking to somebody that you
all
think
right.
is like down below somewhere.
See if they have a healer.
Can I tell what that is?
It is a big vine or a
Does it look
collection of
sturdy enough
vines.
that it could be used to cross the river?
Um, yeah, I mean it's a big wad of vines that stretches over there. It's probably 4 to 5 feet thick, total.
So it looks like it's there on
It
purpose. Okay.
droops it droops down close to the water level though, like within like 8 feet of the water.
Are there any monkey tails wrapped around it that don't have any actual monkeys attached?
Something jumped out of the water and ate them. Just left their tail. Is that what you're?
Yeah. It
There
was
is
a Far
some. There is
Side
some. You
cartoon.
do see some. Do see some fishes and stuff. Penguin 101. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for the follow. Welcome to Drake Takes.
Well, it's about time he joined.
Right?
He's
He
here
follows
for
Ralph.
Ralph.
Yeah.
No, literally, he just texted me. Where's Ralph?
So what's the plan here, guys?
I will make my way back around to the
All right,
rest of the party.
give me another acrobatics. A 22 was a success last time, so if you do better than that, a
Oh no.
six. A
Oh
six
no.
is actually not a failure, though.
I was going around the all the way continuing around the tower rather than going back the way I came.
Give me another acrobatics. All right, so as you're climbing around the the wall portion that you're on collapses from you leaning too far in a direction, it just kind of falls away. But you're able to leap at the last second across to the other side, which would put you, on the north side completely. And you don't fall. You like balance on the edge, and you're like whoa. And down on this side is only like 20 feet to the ground, to the muck down on the lower level down there. But when you get around to the north side, you can see now your party members and stuff on the wall. It's a little clearer on that side.
I will make my way back to them
All right,
and
that's
say,
not a problem.
"Trouble, folks. That tower over there has flaming fist in it, and as we know, they're not very friendly."
Do they
Um,
have any healers?
I didn't ask. The fellow on top of the tower didn't seem too sharp.
Well, let's go. Oh, we could go ask them.
We could. It looked like there might be a vine farther north that we can get across the river on.
We can try to get there.
But you're right. They might have a healer there.
And since
I
we have a charter, they probably shouldn't be too hostile.
no, they won't be hostile, but expect to pay huge prices because they're kind of criminal in that
And
regard.
what is your charter agreement?
What is our
Uh,
charter agreement,
let's
Who's
DM?
got the
see.
Who's got the charter? Does it not say on the charter?
Didn't Warwick have it?
I have it.
Oh, that's not a good thing if you left in a work's body up the river.
This charter grants permission to the holder to explore Chult and plunder its riches, but half of an expedition's proceeds and discoveries must be turned over to the Flaming Fist. In addition, the charter allows an expedition to hire up to 6 Flaming Fist mercenaries to accompany the charter at the rate of 1 gold per 10 day for each mercenary.
Oh, we could hire some of them.
Yeah, we could give half our treasure to them.
No. But to hire them for mercenaries is 1 gold per 10 day. That's not a bad rate for mercenaries,
I
honestly.
believe the terms of that contract, they already are entitled to half of our treasure. So
gotten any-
when we go deal with them, they're going to take half of what we have now.
Haven't
They're
gotten
gonna
any.
So
they're gonna take half of what you have on you now. If you don't have it on you.
exactly.
That.
So let's find a
So
nice little hidey hole
yeah.
and hide all but our,
Okay,
basic.
but what I'm trying to say is
Approaching
they're
your
not going to take
skivvies.
half of our adventuring gear because that's not treasure. And what treasure do we have? We don't have that much treasure.
We've got magic items. We've got bags of holding, lanterns of revealing, potions of giant strength,
How are
circadian
they going
great
to prove
axe.
that those weren't already our items?
Do you think
Does
they're
the
going to care?
contract? Does the contract?
I don't think
I
they'll
mean,
care.
What does it
they
say?
will absolutely
50%
take
of
it.
what? 50. We give up half of what,
I
according to the
think
contract?
Your
I think
expedition.
treating them with prejudice before even talking to them is
Oh no,
kind of
y'all talk to
the
them.
greatest way to go
In
about
Fort
it.
Valerian, you talk to them. That's where you get your charter of explorations. And she was pretty clear
Based
that
on their
they could take half your stuff. They could take it all if they want to, but
But we
Yeah,
don't
they're
know.
kind of thugs and extortionists, and I really would, rather not deal with them at all.
well, if we don't deal with them, then
Juku dies.
in a couple of days, Juku will be dead.
Yeah, we
And
we
so
will
we should
deal
not.
with them. I just,
I have gems I
I
can give them. I
hated
have a
that we
gold
have to.
ring.
Yes,
I have an
we.
onyx
Well, we
figurine.
can load up a bunch of equipment into the bags of holding, hide it,
Uh-huh.
then go meet them and say, "You want half of our stuff? Sure. Here's 5 copper. That's half of our treasure." And
Well, but
then,
what I'm saying is, I have some valuable goods. Sure, I don't mind trading them, essentially for the security of Dooku's life.
oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't
That's worth.
either. I'm just saying that these guys aren't saviors and salvation. They're treacherous, skeevy,
Assholes.
assholes. Yes.
they will do what is absolutely in their best profit, best interest. They are not going to care about
yeah,
us
the
at all.
flaming fists are known to be profiteers for sure.
So if we take a few things like Circadian Great Axe or that we got from Warwick,
Let's look at Ooh, is that just a great axe that looks fancy? Is there nothing
I
it's a
think it was
great
special about
actually
it?
axe
magical.
that it's
It's a
magical and
magical
it
great axe.
properties depend on the time of day.
This is a light in low light. It gets +1 to attack it. It's a +1 weapon.
Have we met
And
Sven's new
in dim
character
light.
yet?
No, not yet. I don't know where
Is
I
he a
don't know where
flaming
he's at.
fist?
Is he is
Flaming
he
fist.
did he break the law out here in the jungle and he's tied up in the Flaming Fist camp? Where is he? How are we introducing your character there, Sven? Come up with an idea.
Swings in on a Tarzan vine.
Oh, I can't do Tarzan. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh.
That's not bad. That's not bad. He's got the City Watch from the Sword Coast as his background. He could be a Flaming
Right.
Fist.
That was my thought. City Watchman or a Flaming Fist who doesn't want to do that anymore. Bored with it. Tired of looking at all these adventures come back with all these treasures. Looking to go out, make his own.
So let's. He has a rank for the Flaming Fists. So you're at their encampment here in Mezro. There's an encampment, and there's like you know some Flaming Fists. I don't want to give it away to the party, but you're part of them, and you have a rank. Hold on, I'll tell you your rank real quick. Let me open that. You are a Manip. Manip. A Manip. You are third in charge of the whole deal. Third in charge. So there's another Manip that's your equal that's got seniority over you, and then the Flame is the leader. So a Manip would be like a sergeant. And thank you for the biddies. And the Flame and Flaming Fists is a lieutenant. Lieutenant.
Butterbar.
A butterbar.
Butterbar. I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Fucking
And,
butterbars.
and this guy's like, somebody get me some bug repellent, and these bugs are getting bad. My mosquito net tent is not working well. So, and he's, since you're like a sergeant, and he calls on you all the time to do stupid shit, and you just fed up with this guy. Last night you almost murdered him in his sleep. You almost did, because he woke you up 3 times. Do you have an alignment? Did you make an alignment? You guys should
No, we
be.
did.
We never did the old alignment deal. I think we
No,
should
we
do that.
never did.
So let's do some homework. Homework assignment. Everybody, get a notepad out. Your homework assignment is to think back on past sessions, and you can even go to my YouTube channel and subscribe there and watch some past videos of of Jungles of the Chult. And I want you guys to give everyone an alignment but yourself.
Sven's new character because we don't know anything about him.
You want me to
Sven's
just
new
put it in a note
character
here?
is, I want everybody to pick an alignment for Sven.
Chaotic evil.
All right, so there is a rule, no evil. So that's the only rule. Only the DM can make you evil. And then I take control of your character. So if you get cursed or whatever and you become like chaotic evil because you're a aware asshole, I get to play you. I get to be the asshole. You get to make a new character. So that's the homework assignment. Pick up, everybody, send me, how do I want you to send it to me? Discord. Send me a
I will
DM.
send it to you in a message on YouTube.
Hey, nice.
Because I am subscribed to you.
Nice. Nice. And just so everybody knows what we're talking about, this URL right there for my YouTube channel is, if I get 100 followers, I can get rid of that and make it like Drake Takes or whatever, not UCMG. So you could be one of the first 100 people to help me get rid of crap. Yeah.
I'm going to
After
be
that, I don't care. After that, I don't care. I don't care if I get another 1,000,000 followers. I just need the first 100. That's it. 1,000,000 followers, I'll probably monetize, but yeah, that ain't
5
happening.
more.
What's that?
You only need 25 more.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I hit the over the 200 mark on Twitch followers. Yay, I'm at like 204 now. Catching up to Marbania. Got a long ways to go to catch up to Engorgio, though. I think Engorgio's lost some followers lately.
Yeah, that's what happens when I stream every day.
Did you prune some followers?
Yeah.
All right, so a little hand waving. What's going to take place is you guys get over here and you like climb up on the wall because you're thinking about climbing over, and you see the guy up on the tower, and he says, "I thought you said they're all over here somewhere," and he points in the direction that Smedley told him the rest of the party was in. How many of them are you? He yells out. Because you guys are like
Can
over here now.
can he see us?
Well, when you climb up there, he can. I mean, he's up here in the tower. You know, peekaboo, I could see you. So I mean, I don't know what the plan was to climb over this invisible. Do you, I mean, I'm assuming you climb up there
No.
and he sees you. It's like 300 feet away though, and he's like, "Oi! I say again, where are you going?"
What does it matter to you?
This whole area belongs to the Flaming Fists. I get to shoot at you if you don't answer my questions. And you see him lock his crossbow.
Just tell them why we're here. That we're looking for a way to help Juku.
Look, we have a friend that needs help. We're coming over there to talk to you. Now, don't start shooting because I will shoot back. And I guarantee I'm a better shot than you.
And
He's
hey,
like, "You want to come over here and talk to me? Or you want to come
Not
over
you.
here and talk? You want to go to the encampment?
Something like that, yes.
Well, you don't need to come here to go to the encampment. The encampment's that way." And he points that direction.
All right. Then we'll go there.
Yeah, let's head our way
He's
over
like,
there.
"I have a boat."
Yes, that would be lovely. Thank you.
I
So,
love it.
you know, a few minutes later, he comes rowing a little boat around over to this side where you guys are at, and he's looking up at you. He's like, "I can't fit you all in this little boat. I can fit two more of you, though. Do you want to go to the encampment, or do you want to go across the way?"
I think we want to go to the encampment.
"All right, then. Whoever's got the charter of exploration, come on down into the boat, but don't knock me in the water. There's known to be gators in here."
Don't do it.
Well, just tell the Gators that the place belongs to the Flaming Fist. I'm sure they won't be a problem.
He kind of chuckles. "I don't think it works that way."
It doesn't, exactly. This place belongs to no one, no matter how many signs you put up or what
Yeah,
you claim.
you can see the
Maybe the place
signs.
belongs
Property
to-
belongs to the Flaming Fist. All others must leave.
I'm like tapping Smedley, like, okay, that's enough. That's enough.
It looks kind of fresh too. It doesn't look like
They
it's been
make
here for.
my blood boil.
It doesn't look like it's been here for a long time. And if you take a moment to look around the base of the post, there's a couple of old signs that look like they've been smashed and thrown down into the water. Say the same thing. So, we gonna do two people at a time to go to the encampment, or?
Sure.
Sure, why not? Perhaps you could bring a second boat back with you?
They do have more boats at the encampment, that is true. But, or we can loan you the boat and one of you can come back on your own. I guess that still doesn't do the math. He's like, then it would be 1 plus 2 minus 1. Another boat it is then.
Leave the schooling to the schooled, please.
He's like, that would be up to Elazar to allow you to have another boat. He's in charge of the boats.
Well, maybe we should all walk then, together.
Yes. Very well then. We'll walk. See you there.
He's like, well, uh, good luck with that.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's roaming undead.
That's fine.
I will tell
We'll
him.
be fine.
Good. Go away now, or I shall taunt you a second time.
He's like, all right then. I suppose I'll see you tomorrow, maybe when you make it there, maybe.
That far? Really?
If we skirt along the top of this wall, we can take that wall. Well, actually, we're already down
He says it's
over here,
nearly
aren't we?
on the far side of the city.
But it wouldn't take
We're
us
not
a whole day to
slowed
get
by
there.
difficult terrain
It's like
because of our
swamp,
ranger.
mucky, swampy, gooey, sunken city traveling too. It's like, ugh.
Okay, how long? I'll ask him how long it'll take us to get there by the boat.
Ugh.
I was thinking of just
If
walking
someone
along the
helps
top
me
of the
row,
wall.
we could probably be there in an hour or so.
Okay, so how many people can fit in the boat? If they have to row with him, we have to make 4 trips,
2.
all the way there and all the way back.
Well, 2 round trips. Because he can
Okay.
fit 2 people in the boat, so he could come
But
and get
plus
another
him.
boat and come back and then take everybody.
Okay,
That was
then
the kind
fine.
of the base plan, anyways.
All right, then we'll do that, I guess.
Yeah, let's do that.
Traveling across, you literally have to go
Take
to there.
Juku first.
That's where
Hopefully,
you're
Juku doesn't swamp the boat when he gets in.
going. Well, that's what they're going to do. Is they're going to bring a boat back for you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you? Oh wait, you're going first. Are you waiting? Who's going first? Who's the 2 going?
I'll wait for them. I don't want to swamp the boat, so I'll let somebody else go first and then bring back a boat.
Well, there's only 4 of you, so they don't really need another boat. Don't forget, Sven's character's
Take
already
2
there.
trips, then I guess we can fit 3
Right.
people on the boat.
All right. I will go in the first trip.
I will stay with Juku. So Clar go with
So Clar and Smedley get in the dinghy,
And
you,
Smedley has the thing.
charter.
the
Juku.
charter.
Yeah, I'll give him the charter.
And so you guys, he takes you up this way. When you get to the center building area, you can see that at one time this building was another 30 feet tall or so, and the water is somewhat kind of clear around the area, and you can see larger fish, and inside the city here, you can see has gators. Dozens of gators are just kind of laying up on the edges here and sunning themselves on the rocks and stuff because it's about the same level. But as the dinghy gets closer, the gators kind of skitter away. Even the larger ones tend to kind of shy away from the dinghy. He's like, "We've got most of them trying to stay away from the boats. But every now and then, one of them would come up and try to knock us over. The big ones." And he points like to the other side of the building. He says, "The big ones like the sunnier side. They claim dominance over the sunshine." So he takes you up. Where's your token? I'm going to use the party token. So he takes you up and around, and you guys get up here. And you can see now that you're up here, there's a path that leads up into an encampment. So you like dock the boat. There's about 7 boats here. There's a big jolly boat, and then there's a whole bunch of rowboats and even some canoes and stuff. So they're all tied up. There's a guard on the beach when you guys get up in here, and they kind of nod at each other, and he says, "You have to report up to the main building up here." And let me give you
So,
the base
question.
camp image.
So, question: is this less or more than a mile away from Page and Juku?
A mile? Let's see. It's their feeders are on the map.
Oh, is that fairly accurate? Okay.
How many feet are in a mile?
5,280.
5,000. So yeah, it's only like 2,300
meters?
feet. So it's not even a
So,
half a mile. Well,
so
yeah, about a half.
Paige, you'll hear in your head, "Send in the chicken first."
Can I reply to you when you cast that spell?
Yes.
Are you using message? Is that what it is?
I am not. I linked it to you in Discord.
Oh, I didn't see it. Okay.
It's part of my soul blade thing.
Did you guys get that map? Base camp map?
Nope.
Okay.
This one. This one. This
I wish Clara was not a Kenku so he could talk regularly. I don't say anything
one. Oh
back
wait, there's no grid on this map, is there? I better put a grid on it.
I mean, he can communicate yes, nos, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So are we all there now or just Smedley and Clar?
No, I'm gonna put you all over here real quick. I just want to throw a grid on it.
I was just curious.
Yeah, because you guys they wait at the beach and you get you guys and come back and.
Your
Oh,
grid doesn't fit the 5-foot square.
where is the 5-foot square?
Bottom right hand,
Oh, there it is.
right above where it
That's
says
what I was
Jungle
looking
Base
for.
Camp.
Mouse draw size rank. Close enough. And there we go. 132 is what it is. Turn down the opacity of the grid.
Beautiful.
And
Much
then
better.
and then drag the party over to the map. Bloop. All right, so you guys get over to the encampment, and this encampment has, just as a general idea, there are more than a dozen gauntlets or corporals floating around. They're guards up in the top of the buildings and in certain areas. The encampment looks like it's mostly built on the high ground in this area, and up in the middle you see that this is covered, the center area, but I don't have the roof on, and there's a like a command tent kind of thing going on up here area, and then over in this area there's like a little kitchen that's been set up. Like it looks like they've been catching fish and stuff. And over here, there's what looks like a little shrine or a temple of some sorts. They've got fire pits that they keep lit all the time, and they're constantly making firewood. There's people chopping wood all the time, just about anytime you're around. They do have some heavy ballistas and stuff, but these are just kind of parked over here, and they look old, like they were found and brought over here, and they're at some form of, maybe they're trying to repair them or something. And you can see that they've got a bunch of supplies and stuff gathered up from different areas. And some of these buildings actually look like these are actually tents, not buildings. All of these roofs, the tanner or the browner roofs, are tents. So there is a couple of roofs, this brown one and this one over here. So what is it you guys are going to do?
No. Um, let's go see if we can't get something to eat at the kitchen. Cooked food. That's a good place to start. And start, asking
The
around.
the troops, they look at you, they're watching you, but they're not showing any signs that they're hostile or anything to you. They're just watching you.
I didn't
Juku would
figure,
head to
didn't figure
the
they would be.
Juku's gonna head to what?
to the little temple you
Oh,
mentioned.
the shrine and stuff.
Shrine, whatever.
Juku, when you get over there, give me a religion check. Let's see if you know. You probably, I'm sure, know uh, who Kelimvar is.
Yeah.
With a 22, you know Kelimvar's mother's maiden name, and the background on who Kelimvar is, to the most part. So Kelimvar is the god of undead. You know, despises undead, hates undead. Kelimvar is the god of death, the death portfolio. So anything
And the
undead is, and the dead, yeah. Well, Bane back in the circle took some of Kelimvar's stuff. I don't know all the minute details of it, but this is a shrine to Kelimvar, and you see step out of the shrine with a 22 religion, something that you probably never thought you would see is a doom guard, or I'm sorry, a doom guide, which is one of Kelimvar's, like super priests, like the undead slaying priests. They got big shields and swords, and they're just out there hacking at undead all the time. And this gentleman looks on the older side. He's probably 55, balding. He's a little heavy set. He's got his armor and stuff on, but he looks like he's been here, been around a while. As you approach, he says, "A turtle? A turtle? I haven't seen a turtle in a long time."
Juku will bow, and I am but a humble servant of Ubtao.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
Uptao has left you to your own. If you pray to Uptao, your powers come from Kelimvar, I'm sure.
such may be the case.
And he nods down at you as he stands
But
up.
until I
He's
find
like
my way through my
6'5",
life path,
my life path.
uh, um, and I will explain to him that I am here seeking for assistance. I recently had the misfortune of running into some mummies and was cursed, and I fear I will be dead in a matter of days.
He says, "Did you tell him your name?"
Yes,
He says, "Juku, not to worry. I am powerful enough to remove said curse from you. You are safe. I will see to that. However, with the sacrifice comes duty. What is it that you will do for me and for Kelimbar?"
what would you have me do?
"Proof that you have slain many undead would satisfy me, and probably Kelimvar as well. Would say
I
a
would be happy to.
task that you collect those nasty ghoul ears."
How many would you like?
"I will leave that amount up to you. How great is your sacrifice for Kalimvar? No more than I can carry in that sack. And he points to a small sack on the floor.
Understood.
And he says, indeed, you are a pleasure to have, Turtle. Any of your companions been cursed as well? And he looks
Only
beyond
one
you
who is no
at the
longer
group
with
that's
us.
kind of, moving around the encampment and stuff.
We lost the mighty warrior who eventually succumbed.
Did you burn him to ash so he does not rise from Rasnissi's doings?
I have given him his final rites.
That does not always hold in Chult. Burning him to ash is the only sure way to do it. He says, I just so happens to have remove curse memorized for the day. It's right here.
Perfect.
It's on his list too. Third level spell, remove curse.
Sorry, Drake. Ignore that.
Yeah, I was like, huh? So remove curse is cast on you, Juku, and you're no longer cursed. Let me remove that
Excellent.
effect from you. Juku cursed. Gone. All right, and the rest of you kind of are milling about. Let's do a little bit of Paige love before we get off the stream tonight. Paige, what's Paige doing? What is her? She out here on the outskirts of the encampment, just looking in.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would have went with Juku and kind of watched everything happen.
So you're up here in the
Sure. Yeah.
in the center.
Mhm.
So as you guys move up towards the center, a flaming fist fellow steps up to you, and he looks like he's got some rank, and he. What is Sven? What does your character say to them as they approach up to the main encampment here? It's kind of your hangout. This is your abode. You're in charge of uh, just making sure that all the stuff doesn't walk off, like boats and equipment and stuff like that. You're kind of the supply sergeant guy.
Okay. And are they all together, or is she by herself?
Just
Juku.
Smedley and Paige walk up. So Smedley's a human and Paige is a tiefling.
No, I'm not a tiefling. I look mostly
Oh,
human, so I'm a genasi.
oh, that's right, a genasi. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
really watered down, like
Oh
way,
yeah,
way, way.
tiefling you
wa-
can't water down as much as you can water down a genasi. That's for sure.
Yeah. So like my hair is not actually on fire; it's just very red. I mean, I look like a human for the most part.
She's probably kind
Ginger.
of well dressed, maybe a little ragged at the moment because jungle trekking, climbing up walls
Yeah.
and stuff. But oh, and
So you see
Clar comes up there too.
Where did Juku go
Sorry,
then?
he would have been basically
Juku went
following
straight to
with
the
Paige.
shrine. You saw him head over just over here,
Okay.
the other building.
I just wanted to make sure that he was okay.
Yeah, he's discussing the finer
You
points of
when
undead
you kind of
theology.
get up top over here, you can kind of see him over there, talking to this big guy in armor.
Okay. Sven, was your character
so you see
speaking in Draconic earlier?
Sven was speaking Draconic by mistake.
Okay. I was like, oh, we have something in common. We
All
can
right,
speak the same language.
you can put your
So
stuff on your character too if you got any. effects, and I'm going to throw you right there.
Okay. So you see a just under 6 foot, skinny, but very well built, very little humanish, little human-looking guy, long hair, little scraggly, like half beard, um, dark hair. His uniform is actually looks well maintained. Um, it's midday, so he's been sweating a little bit, but for the most part, it looks cleaner than most of the other ones out there. He's got a rank on his shoulder, and he's wearing you see a flail at his side. You see some manacles on his, they're attached to his belt, and he's sort of looking around as and as other soldiers or flaming fist mercenaries are walking by. He walks, stands proud and comes towards you too. Ah, hey, I knew I had heard some adventurers coming in town. Um, I assume you all have your writs and all. As he's more watching the flaming fists as they're walking by, and as soon as they go, he's not even waiting for an answer. He's like, hey, Eleazar is the name. Do you guys have a couple minutes where we could talk? I thought there were four of you.
There are.
Yes.
One of us is at the temple being attended to, the shrine. Are you the one in charge here?
Well, let's we'll definitely need to address this. Come to my tent later, to my quarters later today. Um, I'll send someone for you.
And he points
Don't worry.
at
I just want to talk to you guys for a moment.
he points at this tent here.
Do you want us to go there now? I'm not sure I understand.
Once your companions show up, come to my tent so we can talk.
Okay. What was your name again?
Eleazar,
Nice to meet you.
right?
Nice to
And
meet
and I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I'm Paige.
Medley. It's Medley Meyer.
Ah,
Clara goes,
Paige.
"Brop,
Beautiful name to
brop,
match a beautiful face.
Thanks. The
brop,
monks named me after a part
brop,
of a
brop."
Brawl.
And what do you guys think? It's a good spot to stop, or you want to go for another hour? What do you guys think? I don't want to
I
go
have
for
been up
another
since
hour.
4 o'clock in the morning.
I don't
Go to bed.
I just see it if somebody would be like, I do.
I mean
It sounds fun. It sounds fun. Not an hour. 10 minutes maybe. Not an hour. No, this is a good spot to stop. All right. So as just a little recap, you guys made it to the city of Mezro. It is time of day as you guys got here is midday. We'll call it midday. And you guys kind of had to talk to the Flaming Fists and when you got to shore and now you made your way up into the main camp. There's more than a dozen around, and a Flaming Fists, and that's where we're going to leave off as we pick up in 2 weeks back on this game. Yeah, 2 weeks we're good to go. Sven, you will update me with all your character and character sheet art, if you don't mind. Of course, you can change your portrait or whatever if you find something cool in the meantime. But do that before next weekend or so, if you don't mind. And I will update
So you're
all my
implying that
stuff.
my portrait isn't cool now?
No, if that's the portrait you want, I'll need it the right format to use for the art. That's the only problem, if it's in the right format or not. It's a cool picture. I think it's cool. All I can see is a little portrait image, though. Is that something that was on my table, or is that something you brought in?
That's actually from Vampire the Masquerade. Their portrait set.
Oh, cool. All right, well, we're going to stop there. But tomorrow night, I'll be over DMing over on Rob 2E stream at 9 o'clock Eastern. So hit us up over there. Matakiri's going to be there. Sven's going to be there. Robin will be poking around in chat. And Gorgie will be throwing monkey shit. And Jingo, what do you do tomorrow night?
Hey, have a game
Tomorrow
tomorrow.
night, I have no plans tomorrow night.
And
Sunday morning.
Jingo might be there. But
I
Sunday
am
at
running.
what time do you
Night.
start your game on Sunday? Your Starfinder game?
I started at 9 a.m. Pacific time, but and bad news, tomorrow or Sunday will be the last of my Sunday episodes. Starting in May, my work schedule will shift, and I will have to work Sundays. So look for my Starfinder stream to pop up somewhere else. I'm aiming for Wednesday evenings, but we'll see how that works out.
Oh, that's my night off. I can come over and throw Clyde poop at you then. All
Well,
right, and
I have
that's
two.
Go ahead.
I said I have two games that run. One is able to make the migration to Wednesday. The other one might have openings if you want to play Starfinder.
Oh, maybe. I do like my day off though. I do like my day
I
off.
do too.
That's my only full day completely off from gaming. It's Wednesday night. So I usually don't even get on the computer or whatever. I just turn it. I usually just watch a stupid movie or something. But Sunday, All Things Fantasy Grounds talk show at 9 p.m. over on Rob's channel, which is, did I post that? Here's Rob's info. Again, if I didn't post it already, 9 p.m. All Things Fantasy Grounds. So far, I know there's going to be two of the customer service reps from Smiteworks talking about how to deal with customer service and issues and in Fantasy Grounds problems and just probably a royal bitch session back at the viewers. I bet you. But if you want to make any suggestions or anything, come over there on Sunday, 9 o'clock. I'll be there, and Fury will probably be there. Maybe Robin. She sometimes pops in. You never know. She was
I
there
will
last
not.
week.
Hashtag free Robin.
I will not be there this Sunday.
Monday is Tabletop RPG Network stuff, but nothing for this Monday. And then Tuesday, back here at 8 o'clock Eastern, is Princes of the Apocalypse. And then Wednesday I'm off, and Thursday Marbania runs a Deadlands game, which I play in on Thursday.
It's awesome.
And then back here on Friday is no game next Friday.
But my
What the fuck? My soap
Because
opera.
My soap opera.
well, we can run a game, but it's not going to be Midgard because our DM is
That's
going to
lame.
be on his honeymoon or his anniversary.
Unacceptable. Damn it, John, it's unacceptable.
It's the same thing. It's just the honeymoon is just shorter.
Why you
It's
do
just
this
shorter.
to me? It's like my
No,
favorite
it's
show
my
on
birthday.
Twitch.
Oh, it's his birthday. That's right.
Oh, are you gonna be 50?
He turns 29 again.
Not quite.
Happy early
Turns 29.
birthday.
For the how many time? Yeah.
And then the following Friday, he might even be not even be able to play with this game because he's taking his daughter to college. So
Bringing her home.
Dang.
I got to
bringing her
drive
home.
down and pick her up, load up the car, and then haul her home.
Well, you could
So-
be remote, maybe worst case scenario if you wanted
Yeah.
to. If you're in the right space and it's
If-
quiet, and she's asleep, and you want to get on your
If,
car phone
if
or
anything,
something.
I may just be a little late, but
Well, this is turning out interesting. You like some of the maps I made? I like this stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, your maps are pretty tight.
I'm glad you guys came to Mezro because that would have sucked. All
You just
right.
have to
then.
give us the illusion of choice, but don't give us choices for
I
things
thought
you
I
don't have prepared.
Was it a pretty good illusion of choice though? Did I
Yeah.
Did you feel like you chose
Yeah.
to come to Mezro?
For the most part.
because the other
It's
three,
like go to Mezro or Juku dies.
the
Yeah,
other
or
two,
Juku dies.
Essentially.
the other two locations you wouldn't have had Juku, but I was ready for those. Not totally, but.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
we're gonna go.
Good.
Actually, we're gonna go raid 20 sides to every story. Not in the network, but somebody I've been following for a little bit, and I don't know who's DMing tonight. I hope it's Winston because I think he's a really good DM. But let's go check them out. Let's go see what they're up to. They're running some Dungeons and Dragons, so stick around, chat for a minute as I get this raid going, and everybody out there have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys around. All right, the raid's starting with 7 seconds and 10 viewers heading, 11 viewers heading to the raid. All right, here we go. See you guys.
So Drake had a couple questions once we're done.